Yeah. All right, at 6:30, we'll call the meeting to order, Tuesday, April 15th, of the Hudson Area Joint Library Board. And we'll, I guess, take approval of the agenda. And I guess Gloria's the only visitor here, so we'll announce her. And then, can we have an approval of the agenda?
Sure, move to approve. We don't need a motion to approve, do we?
Okay. In no particular order.
Right, no particular order.
So did you get a motion on that? Or
Yeah.
no?
On that,
Yeah. We got a motion to approve the agenda in no particular order.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Who made the motion? Who seconded?
Me.
Rich.
Rich and then Kurt seconded, I
Okay,
think.
thank you. That's all I need. Because sometimes you can't hear it.
Okay, right now, the next regular meeting date is scheduled for May 20th at 6:30 PM. That's a general third Tuesday of the month. Does anybody know of any conflicts right now? I do know that that following weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so if that puts the calendar in order for anybody.
I'm here.
Okay. The minutes of the February 18th, since there was no quorum at the last meeting, we're looking at the February 18th minutes.
I'll move to approve. I don't know anything that I would change.
I second that motion.
Okay. Rich. Barbara?
You're doing good so far.
Yeah?
I only got 15 minutes.
Yes.
I gotta make it good.
Stay on it, stay on it.
So we got a first and a second. Any comments, any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
What we'd like to do is jump down to number 10, the Finance Committee report. So I think Rich has a few things to speak to that about. Is that correct?
I don't have a lot to say on those. I mean, I've looked at what we spent, and unless somebody saw something I didn't, and if they all appear to be within budget, then...
Yeah, we didn't meet today, but I didn't see anything unusual. I think we're all.
So, you know,
Right, but aren't we looking at two sets of, 2 months worth of expenses, 318 and 415, is that correct?
we are. But we kind of had a finance committee meeting last month where we kind of approved all the expenditures for that period of time. And it didn't get to council, but we did make an approval through some other process.
So do we need to take action on the 318?
No, I think the 318 is done.
Okay, so that's been signed then?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one has
We
been
signed off
signed
on
already?
those. Actually, I signed off on those as the chair of the finance committee.
Okay.
Since we didn't have a quorum, we had to get it approved.
I can tell you the dates. There's one on 4/2, 3/19, 3/31, 3/31, and 4/9 are the ones I need to approve. And the 4/2 is in the amount of $16.18. It was the telephone in Walmart. If you look on your claim sheet there, you'll notice it's right on here, on this sheet right here. It's right in front of you, Marion,
1670? 18.
18. And that's a Walmart and the telephone bill. Okay. Then on 3/19, we had the Wisconsin Department of Revenue for sales tax for $16.70. When we make copies here downstairs, we have to pay a sales tax on it. On the copier.
Yeah, so the previous month I noticed was like $10 and this month.
I try to do it on the first of the month because it helps the accountants when they get here. They have requested that be done consistently every month. And now that we are collecting by the computers, it almost has to because it will fill up, which we never had the problem before. Everybody was so honest. Then you'll notice there's one for $5,284.15. That's a March 31. That's the one that has most of the bills on it. For example, the book bill for Baker and Taylor. The St. Paul Pioneer Press went up in price, so we had an additional bill for it. The office supplies that we received from Indian Head were for the printers. They do a mass ordering, so we get a cheaper price, and we usually go through that. And otherwise, I sent Jenny to training in Eau Claire for acquisitions, because she's the one that does it all. And we're now going to do it differently with Baker and Taylor, so she needs to be educated on that. But you only have to go to Eau Claire.
So where is that at?
That would have been on page 2, right on the
Oh,
top here.
perfect.
And it was not in a webinar form, it was one-on-one, or it was with all the assistants that are doing acquisitions for Baker and Taylor. Then the next one is for $620.54. Now that again is the telephone and Walmart.
Is that mainly videos? I think I looked at
It
that.
sure is.
What? Can I just ask a quick question on that? What's the rhyme or reason as to what videos we buy? Is that have anything to do with the Moore Consortium?
What?
I mean, how do you determine what videos to buy?
We look at the high demand list, and we also look at what Eau Claire is ordering, because Eau Claire has librarians that spend time to look at what's best reviewed. I don't have a librarian here that does
Mhm.
that. So I don't want these, do not want to get in DVDs with low ratings.
But it's not anything to do with I know when he was here from the Moore Consortium, it was something that I got out of that a little bit, is that each library was supposed to buy a particular DVD in order to circulate that into the system.
Yes,
Is that part of that too?
but I don't necessarily follow it. I follow my budget.
Yeah.
But there's a collection development policy too, Kurt, that is which helps guide the selection of all materials.
Mhm.
So there's a policy that talks about all library materials, including books,
Right.
with DVDs just being a category.
I'm just interested in DVDs for right now, but that's good to know.
It's like I tell my staff, well, Hudson people can want whatever they want, but I'm gonna have a criterion of what we put in here. And I can always discuss that if somebody, the more system wants to talk to me about it.
Yeah, I don't want to take up a lot of time with this, which is.
Okay,
Sure.
then our last one is on 4-9, and that was additional bills that I put in after the end of the 31st, March 31st. Baldwin telephone had to come in because our phone's messages was saying that Easter was a different day than it was because he didn't come over and do the 2015. We're learning as we go on some of it. You know, I mean, it's just, that's how it is. And that's all I can tell you about that. Any questions on any of this? Rich, before you go, I need you to sign this.
So do we need to have a
Yeah, I was gonna
motion?
say, is there any motion required?
Yes, there is.
I move that we approve the expenditures that
The
have been
regular current.
get the language right.
Recurring
Yeah.
expenditures.
Regular recurring expenditures.
Meyer, she seconded.
A second.
Oh, you did. And budget versus actual to date, there was nothing that was non-recurring. Something that will show up next month is a credit on the postage. I had a couple of checks that I had not cashed. We're not using the postage as fast as we should, and I didn't want that amount of money sitting around here in the petty cash. I said, I only keep a certain amount of cash for postage here. Okay, discussion of possible 2014 year-to-date revenue and expenditures report. That's that one where it's like a spreadsheet, like that one right there.
3 pages?
Yes, any questions on that? That one we just approved. We don't. Excuse me, accept. And we'll use that wordage. Does anybody want to accept it?
Well, why don't we vote on the motion for the action on the regular recurring expenditures that are within the approved 2014 budgets? We got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sorry about that. I was kind of.
No problem. And then we said there was no possible action required on not reoccurring expenses. I don't think we need any action. We'll just accept the year-to-date revenue and expense report, 3 pages, 35, 36, and 37. And then discussion and possible action, 10D on 2013 and 2014 budget comparison. I don't think there's any action, but certainly if there's a motion that's needed, that's fine. I do like the comparison, side by side. It oversimplifies it.
I'll second your opinion.
My opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
My
there a
opinion
motion
is
to
seconded, yeah. All in favor of my opinion? say- All right, anything else then from the finance committee that we should be aware of? Okay. I know you gotta go, so we'll cross off 10 as completed then, right? Correct?
Good job.
All right, see, look at, you got 3 minutes. You're here long enough for item number 6, which is possibly Gloria's comments. Are there any public comments?
Yes, 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 and yes.
We should just change that to Glory.
Well, she's here.
I'm here. I also couldn't help but notice coming in tonight, every one of those computers downstairs is busy. And I'm so glad about that. And I gave each of you one of our newest brochures on some different activities. All of these mean people in the building. And they have all been very well received, accepted, and enjoyed, and come back. And I don't have any new information about Mary's summer schedule yet, but you know that's going to be heavy duty. Now, my one big grand slam announcement always, every meeting, is our receipts from Family Fresh. And we are now at $89,299.03. So we are over the hump, and we are on the downhill side now to getting to that 150. So please, we've got graduations and engagements and marriage and baptism and whatever. Do at least one shopping over at Family Fresh.
And what's
Bring your
the ending
receipt.
date? Can I ask?
No, what, oh, as we do it. As, when we reach that 150, we have another grand slam announcement and they give us a check. Love that place. And plus, the folks over there are really, really nice. So is County. County is good to us also. But, you know, have a spot in my heart for Family Fresh. And I'm hoping that you all are going to come back next month and say, okay, we can reopen on Monday. I know, wishful thinking, but I can't help but tell you, when I see the weekend papers for both Minneapolis and St. Paul and their reports on various libraries on the other side of the river are all expanding, increasing, adding. Come on, we gotta do the same, because we're better. And that's all, nothing else. I'm, I'm the unofficial volunteer, so if there's something you need me to do that I can, I will, no questions. And meanwhile, I'll go downstairs then and help with the sale. I think are you gonna come to any decisions tonight on Mondays?
It's not on the agenda.
Not on the
Okay,
agenda
that's
at
not
all.
on the agenda. So then I'm not gonna miss anything.
No. it's
All
not on
right,
the agenda.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Gloria.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I think that does it for citizens' comments. And then if it's okay, director's report, Linda.
Okay, you will notice on the very first page, I have the wooden rabbits and everything, and there was a huge article in the paper
I don't
about
think
this.
it's personally what I have to use.
He was leading us.
I think
at
she's
6:46.
very pleased that you stayed for the.
Thank you so very much for helping. We needed your help today. But we'll still have a forum unless someone else decides to leave.
How long you
I'll
good
hang here
for?
as long as I can.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
So is there some I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really would like us to, if at all possible, to deal with Linda's performance review.
Well, the issue, unless we do it, if Gloria's leaving.
I'm leaving. What? Do you want me to, I can stay.
No,
No, I
we
was,
need
I
to
was
go-
leaving for any closed section.
Well, I'm just
Closed
saying
session.
that
Can't
if
record
Dan
in
is
closed
not
session.
up to staying
Closed
for a
session,
long
right.
time.
And you know what? I've never been.
It's in no
Here it's
particular order,
being
so
in-
I'm okay with
Okay.
it. That's fine, I just, we normally hold it to last.
Anyway.
We're
Okay.
several months
Here, do you
behind when
do you
we
need this?
probably should have done it.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
And
I was ready to go to that Tuesday.
I know you were.
Something got
Okay.
way on
Something
the-
got in the way.
So,
Okay, Linda, we're gonna back up.
So I told her.
We're gonna jump ahead and we are going to move to item number 13 on the agenda. And that's posted as closed session under Wisconsin statute 19.85 1B to consider library director evaluation and any change in compensation of library director. So I think we need a roll call vote for that, is that correct? Okay, so we make a motion that we go into closed session for that.
I will move that.
First, okay, second by Kurt. Any discussion about it?
all no, everybody in agreement.
No, we'll take a roll call vote on it, so. Kurt?
Aye.
Closed session, aye?
Aye.
Dan? Barb?
Aye.
Karen? And then Marion is aye. So we're in closed session. All right, so we've convened, we're back on 14, we're in open session, and we're here to discuss.
Excuse me, do we have to take a vote on reconvening?
We did in closed session to come out into. If we need to do it now, do we need to?
I thought last year we had a motion on
Okay.
it. Maybe the one you did in closed session.
Okay, can I entertain a motion to
Aye.
open?
I will move that we return to open session.
Okay,
I'll second that.
okay, second, so we'll do it by roll call, so Weeze,
Aye.
okay?
Aye.
Dan? Barb?
Aye.
Okay, Karen?
Aye.
Okay? Aye, so that's 5-0.
And then you report on your closed session. Is that not right, Dan?
Yes.
Oh, this was so tough, Linda. It was terrible. Do you want to leave again before?
Just get the torture over. Good gosh.
I'm sure Barb and Dan would like to speak a lot to the work that they've put into this, and I guess we'll preface it by just saying, as a board, we discussed the fact that you will have an opportunity to discuss this in depth, in length, with everything that we discussed with Barb, to go over it period by period and comma by comma, I guess, if that's what you would need to do. I don't believe you do. I think the report from the board is, on the evaluation, is more favorable than it's been, and it's more favorable than last year. So we could talk specifics, and Barb, I guess I'll give it to you because you have all the penmanship involved in it.
Well, I think, the overall rating for this year is 3.5. when all the ratings are taken into account, which versus 3.4 last year. So I think that reflects the board's assessment that you're continuing to do a good job and you're doing an even better job.
Linda, pardon me, just for the record, successful is 3, superior is 4. So you're on your way to superior.
Yes, anyway.
You don't want to go there, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd be all over up there.
So,
Go to Florida.
um, So I look forward to setting up time and we'll talk it through. We talked about, and we'll talk about the goals and in a little bit more detail, so. Your proposed goals.
And I'm sure number 3 is
Right.
part of that discussion.
Right.
Okay. All right, and then we talked about, well, anything else, Dan?
Yeah, just summary comment, I think reflecting all of our contributions to the conversation. Generally very, very pleased. This library has not fallen backward, given the challenges that we have been facing. You've managed to keep us moving forward, and we're all very appreciative of that, as we think the community is as well. And certainly, we hope that that sentiment's reflected in the numbers as far as the evaluation is concerned. And I, for one, look forward to you having a conversation, one-to-one with Barb, and any feedback that you might, have with respect to the numbers that were given. But I think we're all quite pleased with the direction that we're headed right now.
Okay, thank you.
Anything to add?
No, I'm good.
Karen, Kurt?
Nope, so, based on the evaluation, as a board, I'd like to make a motion to recommend a 2% increase for Linda's salary.
I would second that.
Got a first, Karen, second, Kurt? For a 2%?
And I'm just, something I didn't clarify, that would be retro to January 1.
Yes.
Retroactive to January 1st.
Yeah, we're dragging a little bit.
We seem to.
Maybe the board should have a goal of doing this at
Go
least 1 month
evaluate
a
It's
year.
the tortoise and the hare. We're taking the tortoise's
Total
role.
drop.
So we've got a motion.
Yeah, we got a motion for 2%. Kurt seconded the motion. Any additional discussion from the board members? Any comments, Linda, before?
Thank you very much. I have worked hard here. I am trying very hard to kind of cover our programming. It will not be at the level it was when Ally was here, but I will try and bring in more people as much as possible.
We appreciate
We
that.
recognize that.
We recognize a lot, so
Right.
maybe you were nervous going out there, maybe, I don't know, but no, you're well appreciated.
Mhm.
With no
And thank you
comment.
for the conversation. I appreciate it. given
We
our
need to
budget.
vote. We
Make
just
it
need to
official.
vote.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a first and then a second for a 2% increase in pay for Linda so that she enjoys all of our company each month when we come here for the next 8 months. So anyway. Yeah. So all in favor, motion by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? No? Okay. 5-0.
Not you?
No?
Okay, thank you very much. I realize it's a hard thing to do given our budget constraints.
As we said, what budget?
And if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, if you leave, we will have to end the board meeting, which means that
Well, I
Linda
think-
would not get a chance now. Can she make a report
She can
to
make a
us?
report, we just can't take any action.
Oh, okay, all
So we
right.
can listen to a report, we just can't take any action.
Okay, so why don't we motion to end the meeting would be the right thing to do. I'll take a motion to end the meeting under the circumstance for lack of quorum.
Okay.
I like that motion.
Okay,
We
Kurt
need
first.
a lack of quorum.
I'll second.
Okay, second.
Who is first?
Kurt.
I don't know, do you have to vote on that
What's that? To end?
to end when there's no quorum? You can't do,
Nope, there is right now, so
There
Randy.
is the moment.
Yeah.
Not to be the moment.
Okay.
Not soon,
Oh,
not
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Okay.
Okay, 5-0. Meeting adjourned.